love doing Let's Plays in the club.
The line possible over here is getting hot, though.
It's not the cannon, princess!
Man, I love doing Let's Plays in the club. Howdy, folks. Welcome to Retsutalk, episode 41. Slowbeef is back. How's it going?
Hey, how you doing?
We're good. We've got another guest podcast today. We've got a 2-in-1 deal. We've got two of the folks from Roosterteeth. I don't know if I should call you Michael and Ray, or Michael, or Michael.
Well, alphabetical order.
Yeah.
Okay.
Either way.
Or white guy before Hispanic guy.
Yeah, both.
Also alphabetical order.
Either way is fine.
If we could sort you in the most racist way possible,
You've done it already. You've done it.
Okay.
I know my place.
Oh, shit. Mission accomplished.
So we got Michael and Chico over here.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa.
What's going on, Meng?
What?
We don't all live in Alabama, okay?
It's an Alabama thing.
Wait,
that's goofy.
that's close enough.
Shout out to Goofy.
That's what people think of it. How's it going, fellas?
It's going pretty good.
It's going okay.
It's going good. Oh, God.
No pressure.
I'm a little nervous there. Let me drink more beer.
Believe it's like a bear. We're more afraid of you than anything else.
Dude, fuck that. Have you ever seen a bear in the wild? That's bullshit.
That's full on bullshit.
Video games are like real life, right? 'Cause I've seen them there, I think.
I've watched someone else play Man vs. Wild. Is that like he probably runs into a bear at some point?
That's pretty close. I think whatever you learned in Man vs. Wild, you could probably take to the forest.
Mm-hmm.
Man vs. Wild is a video game?
The game,
Yeah.
not the actual show.
Oh, is there a show? I'm only familiar with video games. that is my one avenue of knowledge. So bears, they're great.
Dude, they're good. Brown bears,
Bear Grylls.
Bear Grylls, who's
The main bear.
the main bear. Bear Grylls, the star.
Bear in the Big Blue House.
There's another one. Is that a kid's show?
That's a kid show.
Yeah.
From like the 90s.
Ray and I we're big on kids show references because we're losers.
I understand. No, I'm big on. There was a big blue bear in the Big Blue House spoof on Newgrounds back in the day, where you could like do drugs and kill the big brown bear. Because I grew up on I was in college and I was playing Newgrounds. I have to stop pretending I'm not really fucking old. So that's the closest I am to kid shows is spoofs of them with a lot of blood and poop.
Is Newgrounds still around?
You know it is. Thankfully,
Jesus. Believe it or
You'd think
not,
they changed their name.
it's
Not so new anymore.
Yeah, it's been a while. Been around for a while, grounds.
right now. They're good for the meet and fuck games, which is why I use them more or less. But I don't know if you've heard of the meet and fuck games.
Is that like a date?
Yeah, they're like dating
games, or-
sims or?
No, they're less than that.
Dating is generous.
Yes, no. It's called meet and fuck, and it's like let's just get right to the point, more or less. Like, oh, here's an anime girl. Yeah, okay, there you go. So
It's over.
Even the meeting part is a bit of a misnomer. It's more like, let's get down to fuck kingdom.
Like, what are the mechanics like when you get down to it? Is it like decent? Or...
You're treating this way too much like it's legit.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get.
What is the
mind of
Metacritic
creator,
score,
right?
if I may ask?
Right.
how do you parry counter it when she blows her load on you?
Can you plug in a controller and use that, or do you have to use the keyboard?
Define plug in here.
USB.
So what happened was a while back we were making fun of a game called Arrival in Hell, which is like this demon game or whatever, and then like at the end we saw users also liked meat and fucking. I'm like, well, I have to click on that. I mean, how could I not? But
You've hooked me.
oh yeah, no. We did a video too where we read all the user reviews from Meat and Fuck Kingdom over a playthrough of it, because all the reviews are like 5 out of 5, like this gave me such a huge erection, and shit like that.
Dude, 5 stars
For like 100 pages though.
People typing boner in all caps.
I mean,
Oh yeah.
To be fair, who's gonna be like, oh, meat and fuck, let me check that out, and not enjoy it, right? Like, this didn't hold up to the last meat and fuck game I played. What kind of hack made this?
This gave me a half chub, 2 out of 5.
Funny you should say though,
Do not
because
come
I
again.
checked out some other ones.
Well, maybe it was somebody expecting some kind of complicated, Mass Effect dialogue tree style thing, and they were let down by it.
But there are people who are like not as good as Meet and Fuck Star Mission. I'm sorry. It's like it's awesome.
Try again, guys.
There's another one. I can't believe we're talking about Flash porn games, but there's another. Just on the name alone, I feel like we have to cover it at some point because it's called Fucktown. Which I'm like, that's just the best title there is. Like, who doesn't want to move to Fucktown? I mean, seriously.
Is that similar to like Farmville or
It's actually it is by Zyngate.
some kind of level up system involved there?
Right. It's like, you need 2 hours before you can play more Fucktown to recover.
How much money do I need to put into it to just fuck immediately?
Cut the bullshit.
Give me the in-app purchase right now, you fools.
My tiny tower loves it.
I dropped 100 on Candy Crush. I'm ready to get my load up.
Jesus.
I'm riding this sugar high. I'm about to explode.
I got the fucking striped candy now. I want to bust my nut. I'm fucking... All right.
I'm very offended by this conversation now, by the way.
Oh God, my head hurts from laughing about anime porn. What was I gonna say? All right. I have a question that I have to ask you guys.
Yeah.
This is for a friend of mine.
All right.
So you have this convention, RTX. It's in Austin.
Yes.
Correct.
It's in March.
It's in
July.
usually. Like first
All right.
first week of July. Yeah, you're close. You're close.
Close enough, I guess.
Within the year.
Yeah.
It's in a month.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, one of those. Let's say I want to start my own convention, like Retcon or
Dude,
something.
do it. Go ahead.
How?
See, here's the thing. It's funny
Okay.
because I was like, love Retsupurae. I'm already started drinking. I got scared. But
So the R in RTX stands for Retsupurae?
yeah, that's, don't
didn't
tell
know
anybody.
that. Wow.
Don't tell anybody. But I'm like, I'll listen to one podcast
Yeah.
beforehand, and then I'm like, dude, I know all
Homework.
about the podcast.
Yeah.
I listen to it all the time. Not true, but I listened to a random episode, and it was 38, and that's when you guys talk about having us as a guest. And you're like, I'm really interested to ask them about RTX and how to get started. And I told Ray that when he came over, and I'm like, boy, are they going to be disappointed. I'm like, we don't know fucking
We
shit.
just show up.
We literally show up. We have absolutely nothing to do with that. Working for a company of like 50 people, we like to call the smart guys. They handle that shit, and they're like, hey, idiots, you're going to show up, don't piss your pants, go stand over there.
Here's your
and,
schedule of
just
events.
meet and greet, go out and about and mingle, but don't fuck this up. And we're like, all right, I guess.
Whatever.
We're having a convention now.
Where, it's funny. That's kind of our deal, except that there is no person who's like smart and
Yeah,
everything.
we know
Right.
there's zero
Yeah,
smart
it's just-
people.
it's an added
There's no
bonus.
company.
Getting scooped up was great. I'm like, I got to do less thinking for myself. Awesome.
How did you guys get scooped up exactly? Let's hear the story.
Ray?
When Achievement Hunter was created in 2007, like 6 years ago, they were just asking for community videos for like achievement guides and stuff. So I just did it for fun for about 2 years, and then our boss Jeff gave me a contract for a year, and then I did that. That whole year I was unemployed. So literally the only payment I got was from unemployment and the little money Jeff gave me. And then
So you're collecting unemployment while working.
yeah,
I'm calling the
contract work,
Okay.
yeah, Puerto
So,
Rican
yeah,
gaming
I'm
the
just saying,
system. And then
Oh God.
so pretty much I was
Sounds like a Grand Theft Auto mission.
just wait for the DLC. It's loosely based off my life. Then my unemployment ran out while I was still under contract, and I'm like, all right, Jeff, so either you guys need to hire me or I need to get a real job because unemployment ran out and I can't renew. And he's like, shit. And then a few hours later, he gave me a quote-unquote interview, and he gave me the job. So pretty much 3.5 years of just making community guides for fun, and then they took me in last April.
Can I summarize that?
Yeah,
In one. I think you stepped in golden shit.
absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just
Rolled
make-
around in it.
Gotcha.
Fucking rubbed it all over his
runs.
face. Yeah. So like, if Ray stepped in golden shit, I fell into like unobtainium shit because his 3-year stint, mine was 6 months. Fun fact, which is one of the reasons why Ray hated me when I first showed
Yeah.
up. So I was a fan of Rooster Teeth since I was like 17. I was a fan of Red versus Blue, which is like their flagship show. I mean, it was at the time. It's still hugely popular, but there's like a million other things they do now. But I found it like very early, like in season 2, and I was always kind of a fan following up on it. But I graduated high school. I had a full-time job that completely, just like normal. I worked for an electrician, and I had that for like almost 5 years. And I ended up buying a digital camera because like I wanted to take pictures because my second nephew was being born. And I was like, damn, I have no pictures of my first nephew. I'd like to take baby pictures and shit. I don't know. I was just like, that seems like a thing people should do. So I bought a $50 camera on Best Buy, like online. It was like a Lumix or some bullshit. So I get it. And right on the camera, there's a sticker and it says YouTube ready. I'm like, the fuck does that mean? And
Dude,
then
ready for
I realized after I bought it, it recorded video as well. I had no idea it was even a recorder. And I was like, oh, fuck, I'm never going to use that. And like shortly after that, solely for the purpose of entertaining like 3 friends of mine, I started making YouTube videos, like fucking awful shit of just like pointing.
Your favorite.
Yeah, I would say your absolute favorite. Retsutalk loves this shit. So I would set I lived in my with my parents, and I had this tiny fucking bedroom, and I'd set my computer chair up in front of my TV, and then I'd put the camera on top of the chair, and then sit behind it and fucking talk into the camera because it was the video and the microphone. So I made like
$50 got you a long way with this camera.
Dude, I made like a dozen piece of shit videos. And they got like 20 views, but I didn't make them really for anybody. But I'd be like, hey, so-and-so, I made this video. Check it out. I'm dumb. And the first video I made that got views was a Crackdown 2 video. I assume only because Crackdown 2 was like a week old when I made it, whereas everything else was just inane bullshit that had nothing to do with anything. So I think just because the game was new, it got like 1,000 views. And I was like, 1,000? That's crazy.
4 digits.
Yeah, 4. I've never seen 3 before. And I got like 10 subscribers. So when that happened, I started like, oh, okay, I guess I'll make videos like somewhat regularly. And then I went and spent the big bucks and got a Pinnacle
Dazzle
capture card, which is a
standard
fucking
definition
piece of shit. Yeah. I had that for like 2 seconds, and then I bought a Hapog. But basically, for like 6 months on the side, I made videos. I had like 1,000 subscribers, and the most viewed video I had was that Crackdown video, and it had like 30,000 views in like 6 months. And one day I come home, and it went from 30,000 to 180,000.
Holy shit.
I was like, oh, fuck. Like, what the fuck happened? And I was trying to figure it out, like, going through the comments and stuff. And I guess, like, somebody well-known, like, somebody posted it on Reddit, and then, like, somebody well-known, like, a well-known YouTuber, tweeted it or mentioned it or some shit like that. So it got a bunch of attention. And apparently during that, like, attention, people at Roosterteeth saw it. And they went and they were like, oh, this is really funny. They liked the video. And then they checked out, like, all my other videos. But I didn't have like any information on my YouTube channel because it's like I had no email, I had no contact information. It's just like some bullshit I did on the side. So they sent me like all they did was send me a private message on YouTube. And at the time, I would get so like I had all my shit linked to my email. I come home from work and get like 5 emails a day and be like, oh my god, I got 2 new subscribers. So I come home one day and I have 1,800 emails, and I was like, holy shit. So I literally just like open up the email and I just start hitting up on the arrow key, and I just read every fucking single one because I was a loser, and I was like, finally, I'll pay attention to me. Yes.
People know who I am.
Oh my god.
I'm still waiting for that day.
Yeah.
But
well, you'll get there one day. You'll get
one day.
Come on. So
I doubt it.
I was going through them all, and I finally get to a message, and it just says user Roosterteeth, and I like shit my pants because I immediately knew who it was. And it was like, it was from YouTube. So I knew it wasn't like a fake account or anything. And basically it was Jack from Achievement Hunter. And he was like, hey, we saw your videos. We think you're really funny, blah, 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 blah. Would you like to make videos for us? And we went back and forth with emails. And like 10 days later, I started making videos for them. And then 6 months of that, I got hired and moved to Austin. So that was how I got the job.
Damn. That's amazing. See, my thing was, cause we did it on the Something Awful forums. We didn't like YouTube back in the day because it was less quality than Vidler, Vimeo, Dailymotion, all those. Mm-hmm. And we didn't do games that were new. So now none of us are successful. So basically, this was a way to kind of keep us down.
Right.
We fucked up. That's what I'm trying to say.
You did.
I could have been swimming in money
and pink.
I mean, I'm not talented. Oh God, and pink.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Absolutely.
It comes with the money. It's just like in this and then this.
I'm going to have to edit all of that out because you just taught us that scare cam LPs do pay, or camcorder LPs do pay.
Yeah.
It's true. I'm sorry. I apologize.
I gotta be fair here, though.
It wasn't really a Let's Play, to be fair.
It's true. It was like a 2-minute video.
One of the things he said, though, at the beginning was, I lined it up on my, or stood it on my chair, which is...
So the barest minimum
I swear
amount
to
of
God.
effort.
That's better than all the
Diabetus.
camcorder LPs we've done, honestly.
I'll give you the link after this. You're gonna watch it and be like, dude, I can't believe you had a camera. I was totally absorbed. You fooled me. You fooled me. You won't believe it.
How did that capture card show off your DVD rack? I don't get it.
Is that a piece of wood above your TV?
We for real found one that we had a debate was like whether or not it was a camcorder, because the kid who did it so well. He got the lighting right and everything.
So you saw my video.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great.
But the best way is the way we found it was somebody had a blog about us where they said, I don't know what these retsupurae guys are talking about. There's no such thing as a bad Let's Play.
Are you serious? That's a real thing?
I swear.
We make
and
them all the time.
And then, but the very next video he posted was, okay, I found one bad Let's Play, which is this kid who did a camcorder of Mega Man. I watched it, I'm like, that's like the best camcorder I've ever fucking seen. Like, so that
So we sent it to Roosterteeth.
Absolutely, yeah.
Right.
And then there you go.
Are you still waiting to hear back, or?
If you could just pass that along.
Yeah, we'll put in a good word.
Yeah.
That's kind of the whole point of this. That's our 10-year plan. Start the YouTube channel, see that it goes nowhere, and interview celebrities, hope for the best.
You're on the right track.
I guess.
Yeah, we have an additional 5 years for that work things out thing to kick in.
Yeah, no, that's going to go great.
Yeah.
Let's go into work Monday and be like, Jeff, how do you feel about Mega Man and camcorders?
Mega Man has plenty of achievements to hunt.
I think the lowest point when I like completely sold my soul to internet fame shit was like I was we did a series of videos for something awful called Webcam Ward, where we made fun of like non-video game YouTube videos.
Uh-huh.
And the guy Lotax who runs the forums was trying to help me with audio shit. So he called me on my phone at work, and I'm talking to him like messing around, and my boss came by. He goes, oh, hey, and I turn over and I hold a finger up to my fucking boss in real life. Like, could you hold on just 1 sec? I'm on a call. And he's like, oh yeah, no problem and shit. I'm like, I don't fucking believe I just, how I didn't get fired from that job, but.
Who's the boss now?
Well, he is still, actually.
Yeah.
He has 400,000 subscribers now.
you know
I should
what?
listen to him.
But he knows his place.
Yeah.
He knows not to post a Let's Play or fucking else.
It's true. It's like, listen, you don't post it, or if you absolutely have to, you come see me first, okay?
Let me proof it.
I'm not gonna let this shit fly in my territory.
Absolutely. Christ. So I've been looking at your Wikitubia page.
Mhm.
Well, actually, you have a lot of info from here. There's like a roosterteeth.com, obviously, and then you have your own sections on it, right?
Yeah.
That's whoa, in perfect unison.
Oh,
too.
dude, we're like that, like Wonder Twins. Yeah.
That's all. What do you call it? How is it in Austin? I'm just curious. I've never been there.
Beautiful. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Especially, you don't know, coming from New Jersey, it's a piece of shit, and it's like cold all the goddamn time. The weather sucks and the humidity sucks. It's not fair here. Like, I live here and I'm still just like, I feel bad almost when I wake up and I think about the rest of the world, because it's basically like 9 months of summer and then 3 months of not summer. Which means it's like, ooh, it's freezing. It's 53. And, or someone's like, I saw rain. Lock your doors. Get inside and lock your doors. Like, they don't even close the fucking pools here. Like, in the winter, they're just like, man, whatever. I'm like, that's crazy. Like, growing up my whole life, it's like pools open for like 2.5 months and that bitch gets wrapped up.
I know. My bitch is wrapped up right now.
Exactly.
God damn it. I can't wait to
look,
open.
you know how the U.S. will do, food drops for places in need and whatnot? Why don't you get those $50 cameras and drop them in some of these New Jersey, Minnesota?
What was the brand?
There's the Lumix, right?
Lumix drops.
I think it was, I can't remember. It was like, Lumix was the type. It wasn't the brand. I can't remember the brand name. But it was like, so-and-so, Lumix. And it was like, it's such a piece of shit. It wasn't even available in the store. It was online only. It's like, we have it, but we don't want to fucking put this shit on the shelf.
It's like the off brand.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? You know, actually, we had an idea for a show where we were gonna. It's kind of like one of those reality, like, so you think you can dance kind of shows, but with Let's Play.
So you think you can play, bitch?
Yeah, exactly. Where like you like judge people's Let's Plays and shit, and then you have them like yell at you afterwards after you criticize.
So it's like a relay thing where a bunch of people run up to a stool with a camcorder on it. They have to balance it immaculately on the thing.
It's the first event.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be a good idea, but the thing is, I'm just so lazy.
Dude, it's hard, right? Life's hard.
It is.
You gotta
I
move,
know.
you gotta do shit, you gotta like plug stuff in.
Effort is like the biggest obstacle
Here's
in my
the
life.
thing, like Slowbeef, he DM'd me and he's like, "Hey, we love you guys, huge fans. Like, please God, be on our podcast. It's like it will mean the world to us." And I was like, "I'll do it. Fine, please. Like,
I didn't
collect
get that
yourself.
DM.
It's okay, Ray. But I told you about
Yeah,
it.
you did.
But like, I'm so lazy. Granted, like we had shit to do, but my immediate response is like, all right, like 2 weeks. Like I need that much time to prepare so I don't blow it off because I'm so fucking lazy.
Well, this is how lazy I am. Is that you replied like, "Okay, look,
Yeah, I know where this is going.
I will have a fucking sweat drop off my right nipple that you can suck on, but you gotta give me a fucking schedule so that you can fucking worship at the altars of Mike and
Ray.
I'm sorry, Rick, Jay,
Rick.
Chico, Rico Suave.
It's funny.
I'm fucking with you. I know I was right, but
K-pasta slow beef, okay?
no, but real talk. But anyway, you responded back very graciously. You do the podcast, and then it took me like 2 weeks to get back to you.
Yeah, it was like 8 days, and I'm like,
Yeah.
man, maybe they reconsidered. Like, I was like, Ray, do you think they watched some of our videos and they're like, oh God,
Is it too late to pull out?
I made a mistake. Maybe he'll forget I ever messaged him.
That's just because again I'm really lazy. No, I have a full-time job in addition to my YouTube channel, which is like having a full-time job and a stupid hobby that makes you like no money, but you do it anyway for
Right.
fame. But like, so it's just like I have to get back to like a couple other people too, like All Sham No Wow, PKC, and Yahtzee. I have to get back to him on a follow-up thing, and
Best friends play, right?
best friend. Oh, that's right. Two best friends play. That guy. Who are they, by the way?
Aren't they like Let's Players or something?
Can you give me an agenda so that we can talk to them next for when we talk to them next? No, I'm kidding. But no, yeah. I just like there's all this shit we have planned, but by planned I mean like we put it on a list and then kind of forget about it, and then
Put a pin in it, and like we'll come back to it.
yeah, and then like I am Diabetus. I'm like, you want to do anything tonight? It's like, yeah, I guess so. And then it's like, what do we have? Nothing. Okay, we'll just fuck around.
We have our own podcast, Ray, myself, and a few of like friends of ours that we started actually like before. Actually, I was working at Roosterteeth, but nobody else was actually like officially at the time. And now like 3 or 4 people on the podcast are. But it's called Internet Box, and it's the same fucking thing where we're just like, you want to fucking make an episode? Like I guess we should, right? Like we're on a schedule, and like people will be like.
There's like, was there 8
I'm
people?
I'm watching a movie tonight, so
It's like Walking Dead's on in half an hour.
It's like I'm doing one thing for an hour tonight, so I have no time for the podcast. It's just like, we'll do it. We'll do it next week.
There's like 8 or 9 people who like rotate on the podcast. We're lucky to get 4.
Right, it's pretty bad. That was our plan. Like we started with like 7, and then we added 2 people like throughout the podcast. Like we recruited them like Power Rangers style.
Yeah.
We're like, all right, Tommy, you're in, right? But yeah, we're still so fucking lazy. I think we need like 15 people in order to make a podcast every week.
If we're lucky.
If you need a really good guest on the podcast, we can give you some second string people from Retsupurae, like, well, me. But,
We can send you Proteus or something.
right, yeah, that guy, whatever the hell happened to him. But, no,
Probably my favorite commentary of him, the fucking guy eating the fucking pizza rolls.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, God, I forgot about that.
I've seen that like 1,000 times.
YouTube yelled at us for that video.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing with you guys. Like, I've never, like, Ray and I became fans like maybe like 3 years ago. And even at that point, all I knew was like, I was like, I can't believe these guys don't have more subscribers on YouTube. And it's like, oh, they got their channel taken down like 7 times.
Like 18 times.
It's like, oh, some shit went down.
We really dodged We dodged a bullet the second time because the second time was almost the kiss of death because at that point we were like, all right, you know what, fuck it, then who cares? Let's not do this anymore. And a fan of ours who was on a couple of videos, this guy Cybershell, who's really fucking funny, decided to file a copyright counterclaim on our behalf. Like, without asking us or anything, he just emailed YouTube, like, I think this is bullshit. Like,
That's how lazy we are.
Yeah, basically. And one day, I'm at work, and I logged in, and I'm like, holy shit, the account's back! And we're like, just get every video off there! Like, just get through everything,
Is Cybershell the guy that does the Sonic Let's Plays?
Yes, he is.
That's funny, because he was like the first Let's Player I ever watched that I thought Let's Plays could be funny.
Yeah, no, he is hysterical, that kid.
That did, like, all the character names and shit, like with all the Sonic bits, like I saw that and was like, oh, this can not suck. Okay.
He did screenshot Let's Plays, like the ones that don't make you money.
Mm-hmm.
He did that with a camera, like on purpose. Like he played Half-Life and he took pictures of his computer monitor.
Why don't we do that?
It was fucking awesome. Like at one point then he's like, oh, he like died, and he's like, I'm gonna, and then like the pictures slowly pan left, and Super Mario Galaxy's on this big screen TV. He's like, all right, an update later, guys. Take it easy. It was really fucking funny, but nobody likes to read nowadays, so
It's hard,
No, it is hard. I don't even do it anymore.
You gotta, there's so many words.
I was this close to buying a book last night. I know it's a podcast. You can't
Get
see
an
my
audiobook.
fingers.
It's the same thing.
This is how ridiculous I am. I watched the movie and then I'm like, I should read that book. So I got the book sample and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? I just saw the movie.
Fuck that.
I know.
The movie's like a Let's Play of the
I
book,
know what's
right?
gonna happen.
Well, to be fair, it was a Stephen King, so I had like a 50-50 shot of it being garbage. So
True.
that's my intellectual retsupurae is the thing. That's how much I read. No, that's the height of my literacy is horror novels, but pulp is.
Yeah, I'm Tumblr and Reddit, so you're a step above me.
All right, tell me this, okay?
Yes.
I'm let's just say I'm 17.
Right.
Awesome.
I'm at
ASL, bro.
17 MMJ.
Well, he answered part of it. Give him time.
That's true. All right. I wanna get in the world of Let's Play. I wanna make some playthrough of Contra Shattered Soldier or what the hell else is around here in my eyesight.
Jesus.
8 Mile. I don't know.
Memento.
Candy Crush.
Memento is fine. Right. Candy Crush.
Fighters Uncaged.
How do I break into the? Is it possible nowadays to break into the YouTube scene, or is the market just saturated? You think?
It's definitely saturated, but I mean, it's not impossible.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to give advice when, like, you didn't do anything. You know what I mean? Like, everyone's like, I want to get into it. What should I do? And I'm like, get fucking lucky? I don't know.
Well, you did one little thing. You bought out the name Let's Play on YouTube. What's that about?
It's true. So, yeah, we actually have the name Let's Play. Jeff grabbed that, our boss, like, maybe a few years ago. Maybe like 2-3 years ago. Because it was an inactive account, and again, the advantage of being like at a company, that's affiliated with Rooster Teeth, not just like a partner, is like people, and they're like, I'm gonna make a phone call. So basically, they got on the phone with YouTube and were like, hey, this fucking account doesn't exist. Can we have it? And they're like, you can fucking have it. We don't care. And we actually had it for, like I said, like
2-3 years. He just sat on it
before we ever even used it or made anything on it.
So what was the impetus to start using it?
Funny enough, so I made my stupid YouTube videos, and then I started making videos for Rooster Teeth in January of 2012, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And or maybe it was 2011. I'm fucking old. But right as I started doing that, I started at that point I was like focusing more on my YouTube channel, like besides every now and again videos, I was making like one a week and stuff like that. Right. And after like going on about how Let's Plays suck and I'm never going to do Let's Plays because everyone's like, you should do Let's Plays, you'd be great at them. And I'm like, fucking Let's Plays are awful. I'm never going to do them. And then I watched some good ones. I'm like, God damn it. All right, I guess I'm going to do them because I'm fucking stupid. That still may be my description in YouTube right now. My description was like, I'm never going to do Let's Plays ever, blah, 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 blah. All right, so I jumped ship and I'm doing Let's Plays because I'm a fucking idiot. So I started doing Dead Space 2 because it had just come out, and I guess it had to be 2011.
That's the path to success, is play it the day of launch.
Yeah. Right. So it actually wasn't, it was like maybe a month after it came out when I started it, but I'd already beaten it like 3 times. So like I knew it like the back of my dick. So I was like, I'll just fucking make a Let's Play in this. And I started doing that. And that was pretty much how I started doing Let's Plays. And when I got hired at Roosterteeth full time and I moved here, it wasn't like right away, but it was the year Saints Row 3 also came out, and maybe like 2-3 months after I got hired, you know, we mostly did achievement guides and like Easter eggs, and that was pretty much it. So Achievement Hunter really hit like dry seasons when games just didn't come out.
Yeah, like in the summer and stuff where it's just nothing.
Or like a game will come out and it's got pure shit for achievements. It's like, fuck, like we don't have videos to make. So that's why Jeff, more and more, he started making shows, like, so we could have something every single week regardless of the gaming industry fucking us over by giving us nothing.
Right.
So it was like one of those like dull seasons, and he had just completed Saints Row 3 and I never played it. And like, I had the idea of like, hey, we should do Let's Plays, but I didn't want to get hired and like a week later be like, hey, Jeff, we should do what I've been doing on my own channel. You know, so I like eased into it, and I'm like, he beat it. He loved the game. I never played it. And I'm like, hey, maybe we could do a Let's Play on Saints Row. Just make like one a week. And he's like, yeah, well, that's awesome. I love the fucking game. Let's do it. We made like 2 videos, and he was like, yeah, I shouldn't have played this game right after I beat it. This is fucking boring. And I
made a
hate
mistake.
it. I made a mistake. So it's like it's really like shit, like compared to our standards now. Like it's 12 parts of Jeff just not fucking caring and just waiting for it to end. And I'm like, Jeff, dude, this
Hang on, man.
This Let's Play's good. It's good. Don't bail on me now, bro. And we'd be like, we'd finish a mission, because the whole thing was we wanted to make them somewhat longer, like, because everyone always did like 10-15 minute Let's Plays.
Well,
and that,
was it because it was YouTube, like time restraints?
it was
right?
YouTube time restraints,
Yeah.
but then after they lifted them, people still did it, like, whether they were used to it or, you know, you could obviously optimize more views by making your videos shorter, but then you just end up with like 7,000 videos.
Yeah, like 800 part videos.
Which is why I was always like against the idea of a Let's Play. I was just like, it just takes forever. So I was always, in the mindset of like, just make them like 45 minutes, to an hour. As long as they're entertaining, there'll be less parts. And it still took 12 parts. It got to the point where it was like episode 4 and we do one mission and Jeff's like, all right, cool. So are we done? I'm like, nope, we've been going for 12 minutes, Jeff. We got
4 more of these bad
gotta
boys.
keep going. He's like, God damn it. And it's funny because now, and that was still on Rooster Teeth. We made Let's Plays on the Rooster Teeth channel for like close to a year, if not a whole year, before we moved all of our Let's Plays to the Let's Play channel to kind of just like make it more condensed and just like, this is where all the Let's Plays are, as to not like mix up with all the other shit.
Right.
But people are always like, oh, dude, those are classic. Saints Row, it started it all. It's like, they're fucking terrible. They suck. They're
Our
not
videos
good.
suck now. Back then, our standards were even lower.
It's true. It's true. But that's pretty much how Let's Play started, where Jeff and I just played Saints Row. And at the time, it was just Jeff and Jack and Achievement Hunter for years. And I got hired. I was the third hiree. And then, like, within the next 4 months after me, Ray got hired, Gavin got hired, and Ryan got hired. So now all of a sudden we became a crew of 6 people. And it became like this thing of like, oh fuck, like we could just make videos of us playing video games and attempting
And
to
for
be
some
funny.
reason, people
and
watch
people
it.
will watch it.
Right. And it's easy content to make. That's
Yeah.
the best part. You totally step on the backs of these game developers and shit.
Right. Absolutely.
I became my We Do Let's Plays too. I'm totally not like dissing you or whatever, even though I kind of am. No,
Yeah.
but no,
I feel it.
But no, that's the I think what gets back to the whole market being flooded thing is that the barrier for entry on these is so fucking low.
Right.
Because even if you can't spend money, you can at least do an emulator, record that, and
Yeah.
stuff. So it's just like it must be tough for people starting out now to say, I want people to watch my shit or whatever, but unfortunately, I chose Minecraft, and now I'm one of 12 million search results or whatever. Yeah.
The other thing is just like, it's so easy. People make videos and there's not even a point. It's like, they don't even try to be funny. They don't even try to, it's just like,
Some have
this exists, so I put it on the internet.
Some
Watch it.
have no voiceover. It's just literally gameplay.
You know what? That's what kills me too. Is like, where the sort of guttural reaction where it's like some people don't even try to like say anything. Where it's just like, wow, okay, and that's like because they're watching a cutscene and it's like,
Right.
Yeah, I was thinking that. Like, I don't need your fucking context for this.
Harumph.
Yeah, harumph.
Well, there's my ad revenue. I put commentary there.
17 cents in my pocket.
Woo.
I like the ones that are like Let's Play for the Blind, where it's like, okay, I'm jumping, I'm using my whip, I'm throwing an axe.
Right.
All right,
it's
I got a
it's
candle.
like the fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger like commentary.
It's like John Madden doing a play-by-play.
I pulled it out of my nose, and then in the next scene, I shot this guy. Like that's all he does. He just tells you what's happening in the movie. It's like, Arnold, I know. Man, calm down.
I can see what you did, Arnold. I mean,
Let's play
You
audiobooks.
did a great job.
and that man became governor, believe it or not.
Yeah, he
But,
did.
he did.
And then he was like, oh, I got this kid like forever ago. My bad.
Forgot about him. What's up, son?
Yeah.
Now on to the politics and religion part of the podcast.
Absolutely.
So Jesus.
Praise Allah.
Jesus, yay or nay?
Is that an answer?
Dude, that's an answer.
It's like a nice in-between.
As someone
Meh.
from the South, I gotta say, yay!
I mean,
I cosplay as Jesus every Christmas.
I do too, but it's really respectful.
Ask me tomorrow.
I do it very disrespectfully somehow.
I go as one of the third tier apostles, like Thomas, you know,
Tim.
the one who was like crucified upside down.
The tank engine apostle?
No, Simon, the one who was crucified. I don't know. I went to here's a little fact. I went to Catholic prep school, and I learned all this shit.
I'm
and then,
sorry.
Like,
Did you wear a uniform?
I did. It was awful, and I will never subject my children to that ever again.
Was it called Meet and Fuck High School?
Yes, it was called Meet and Fuck High School. But so I can tell you all about the apostles. So let's go into the evangelical part of the podcast now. Actually, let me ask you this, because you're technically part of a brand, you know,
Yeah.
the two of you and stuff.
Yeah.
Do you have to like be careful about shit you say on like Twitter or hell in the real world that like you'll be recorded making the brand look bad or something like that, you know?
Yeah, a
Yeah.
little bit. There's like guidelines, you know, there's no like, you can't do this, you can't do that. But it's more, I absolutely like don't say shit that I would say, you know, if I wasn't there.
You wouldn't say shit that you wouldn't say in like public to another person.
Yeah, exactly.
How long did it take you to remove the clan robe from you and your videos?
It's a process.
I
You
fought
know what
for
I
it
mean?
for a while, but I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
the red clan outfit, I mean, you work hard to get that, but they're like, you gotta take it off. I'm like, God damn it, all right.
I mean, at that point, you're grand.
It's like taking
dragon.
away a black belt. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's just like, I'll fight you. You know what I mean? I will fight you for this. Don't touch it.
So sad.
That must suck if you're like the Grand Dragon of the Ku Klux Klan because you want to brag about it.
Yeah, but you can't.
It's just like, God damn it. You know, so what he does is he just goes online, he reads all the comments where it's like, I fucking love that guy. It's like, nice. And you can never say anything. It's kind of like, it's like Bruce Wayne, like fucking checking like Batman tumblers, you know? And just like,
No, when I think clan, I think Bruce Wayne, first thing, yeah.
you know, it's, hey, you know, how much do you really know about the guy?
That must suck though if he's Bruce Wayne and he's at some party and they're like, I think Batman sucks. He's like, fuck you. I mean, yeah, totally.
guy blows.
You know,
Superman for life.
He's got some fair points, you know, let's not be a dick about
I
it.
heard an urban fellow killed his parents.
Right. And then like, or then someone's like, I heard Superman's dick is bigger, and then like he breaks a glass under the table.
That is bullshit!
I don't know where you heard that, Selena, but I can assure you. Fucking cold in Gotham.
Guy blows in like 3 seconds. Ooh, I'm super.
So far the milestones have been anime porn and Batman's dick. So
Well, that's the title of this episode.
It sounds pretty good so far to
Yeah.
me. I think this is going pretty well.
actually, yeah, maybe we
We're
should
covering
go
all the
while we're
spectrums of life.
Yeah.
ahead. More or less, all the important.
Let's not
things,
be
really.
narrow-minded
Yeah.
here.
Do I mean, like, so when I get into that too, does Jeff know you're doing this podcast? Like, are you gonna get in trouble with like us for associating?
I'll
with
probably
this?
be fired, actually.
Oh.
No, but
Oh.
but yeah, in all honesty, like
We had to check.
It's weird because it's like no one says like you have to check, but here's what'll happen. Like if you don't check with some shit, they're like, why did you do this? You know? Or just like, oh, you know, not like crazy, but it's like, hey, just next time mention this, or like maybe say, hey,
Give us a heads up or
give us a
something.
heads up or whatever. But then it's like when we do that, because we rarely do it, because we're losers and we do nothing, and we just like, you know, play video games all day, and then we come home and play video games all day,
It's
and I
true.
jerk off and I go to bed and I cry, and then I do it all over again the next day.
Yeah, but that seems like the dream life to
It's
me. I
awesome.
don't have that
Absolutely
anymore.
is the dream
It's
life.
great, but
I'm a homeowner and I'm married. I wish for those days. again. No.
I wish I could jerk off.
Well, we still get time for that.
find the time, man.
Video games or jerk off. I gotta pick one. But
One or the other. You can't have your cake and eat and jerk off on it too. So
let me tell you about this Oculus Rift game I found.
there's always fuck
Okay.
down. So just like arbitrarily, I'm just like the CEO was like passing by. I'm like, hey, so do you mind if we do this? And he's like, what the hell is that? And I'm like, God damn it! All right, brief description. Da 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 da. And he was just like, I don't like. You mean be a guest on it? I'm like, yeah. And he's like, I don't give a fuck. And I was just like, oh.
But if we did
All right,
ask him,
I
and
was
he found
just
out.
checking. He's like, I appreciate it. So it's
Right,
pretty much like that.
I see. But if you found out,
If he
and
found
you
out, he'd be
didn't
like,
ask-
"Hey, next time,
Is your
let me
boss
know."
Lex Luthor?
Or you're fired. Get out, and your family's dead.
Our boss is in fact Kevin Spacey.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whoa, hey, wrong. That's the second time he's come up on a guest podcast.
These Roosterteeth guys don't know what they're in for. That's House of Cards, Kevin.
Yeah, you have to explain that part. It's like, why the fuck does Kevin Spacey have a southern accent? I don't remember that in American Beauty.
Diabetes. Did you have a stroke?
I need someone to call 911.
At what point did Rooster Teeth start calling itself bigger than Spacey? Oh yeah, so I can recycle all the jokes from the last podcast. It's awesome.
Thanks.
Great.
We're making it easy for you.
Right now, I'm saying it's bigger than Spacey. Like, what has he done lately? I had a Netflix show. Like, okay, $9 a month. I watched
Dude.
the whole thing. I
Make
didn't actually watch it.
K-Pax too, and then maybe he'll be above Rooster Teeth.
Are you fucking...
Sorry, I had the stroke. Are strokes contagious?
It's like yawning.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I'm stroke.
I want to bring him back for 7-2. I don't know how it'll work, but it could happen.
72.
72.
Yeah.
Or,
He's actually in the box.
right. There you go.
jumped
Yeah.
Surprise.
And he's his House of Cards character. He didn't know I was in the box.
I'm a hungry. I guess I'm committing gluttony. But,
I have a lot of pride in my work. I'm feeling wrathful.
Netflix is awesome, though.
Netflix is amazing. Netflix has one of two mottos, right? It's like Netflix, the best TV shows ever, or Netflix, the fucking worst movies ever. Like, that's it. It's one of the two.
I found a magic trick for Netflix. It's not literally a magic trick. I mean, I'm
It had me
Oh my-
excited.
I was like,
sorry to
oh,
upsell it there.
What's that behind your Netflix? Oh.
There's a site called Trick Bites, and what it do is it's free right now. It'll trick your Netflix, other services too, into thinking you're from like England or Ireland, so you get a whole new selection.
oh shit.
Oh, that's pretty awesome.
So so if you want to watch the end of Breaking Bad, that's not available in the US, but you trick it and say you're UK, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, here you go, governor. You know, it's like, yes, thank you. I will enjoy a crumpet while I watch this Netflix, and then you nervously walk away. You know, it's awesome. But so, this podcast is sponsored by TrickBites.com.
and Breaking Bad.
What a shady thing to do to trick your Netflix.
How could you lie to your Netflix?
I thought we were friends.
Not since you took away The Shining. I was gonna watch.
I see. That's what I hate about Netflix. It's like a lot of times I'm like, oh, dude, fucking cue that up for later.
And then it's
Enter
gone.
later. Where the fuck is it? God damn it! And they're just like, oh, you missed out, bitch.
If you hadn't played games and jerked off so much.
That's true.
I can't stand it. And then, yeah, now they have all their original shows. Like, all right, fine, whatever. I'll watch Arrested Development and then nothing else, you jerks. Although, actually, I have watched House of Cards. It's good.
I hear it's good. Also, I've watched it. It's good.
I heard it was good.
I heard
therefore
from
watched
me
it.
it's
I
actually
told
quite
myself it's all right.
I heard it was good, said me about a year ago.
I have short-term memory loss, so I watch my own Amazon reviews. Read them. Whatever. It's Memento again. I'm having a stroke.
So how's this going compared to an Internet Box or Rooster Teeth podcast so far?
I think it's going all right. You know, it's a lot less disgusting than Internet Box, I'd say.
Yeah, we're pretty vulgar.
It's pretty fucking vile.
Well, because there's stuff we can't say in like in Let's Play and stuff, but an Internet Box is like a free for all, more or less.
Yeah, more or less, it's a free for all.
Wait, what can't you say on Let's Play?
There's like some touchy things, like we'll say something, we'll think it's funny, and then Jeff will be like, "I gotta check this with the CEO," and the CEO is not a fan. It gets cut, so it's like, god damn it. And then because of that, we get worse,
Yeah, I see.
and then
Yeah,
we just
see,
let it all out.
The problem is when that happens in the room, we are the most vile, disgusting human beings on the planet.
I say.
Before we're recording, and then while we're recording, and then we just gotta cut all that out because like that's the vinegar that like riles us up
Yeah.
for the Let's Plays. So it's like just be absolutely offensive as possible, and then like what can't fly will cut out, but it kind of like carries the rest of everything else. It's like I'm already rolling in shit, you know, I might as well just fucking go with it.
So you're literally doing that during the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
Nice.
podcast, I'm
pretty
eating
disgusting.
shit.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
We just have bowls
whatever.
of scat handy, just to
Right.
Yeah.
keep it going.
I mean, like the last podcast, Lindsay was talking about like hot pockets and shit, which is like when you take a shit inside a woman's vagina.
yeah.
Like, that was a
I
topic.
thought it was a market store item.
I mean, that's
You heat up in the microwave. And
I
It's
think-
it's
I
behind
think-
the pepperoni pizza ones. You got to like really search for these kind of hot pockets.
Okay,
yeah.
very
I think
off-brand,
they
I see.
actually got the idea from that, and they were like, "Hot pocket, I like that. That's like
Yeah.
pop it in the microwave, whatever."
You have forever ruined that jingle for me now. That's off. God damn it.
Does that even count as a what like qualifies as a jingle? Because I mean, it is, but it's literally hot pocket.
The jingle is
That's
just
it.
its name.
hot pocket.
No. There's also what are you gonna pick? And now it's like anything but fucking hot pocket. That's disgusting. Jesus.
Retsupurae. What?
No, I did recently post something about like shit, like taking a big shit after you eat plaster of Paris and fucking someone else with the turd. but
Fucking Christ.
but that was on SA in the new GBS. So I will say too, whenever we post an episode on iTunes, we used to use Roosterteeth as the sort of benchmark to say like how close are we to like getting a popular podcast.
Mhm.
No, I just made that fucking up.
Oh, okay.
You guys close?
No.
Oh.
No.
Ray,
I'm
Ray, don't kick them while they're down.
now I'm just checking.
It's like we get a high ranking if we like individualize like 8 levels deep into iTunes, where it's like games and hobbies, just games, video games.
Video games, commentators who make fun of other people talking over them section. And then we're like number 7.
Right. And then American guys who comment over. And then, all right, East Coast. All right. Fine. And then, like, all right, you know what? Just put our fucking podcast in automotive. I know we can take those assholes.
Not in Alabama.
American automotive. And then you drill down.
And then you're just like, God damn it, Ford's beating us again.
all I want to do is a hot pocket. And now I can't.
Ford and their popular podcast.
Built Ford tough. See you next week.
The problem is it's a hybrid. Because it has video and audio.
Oh,
got it.
yeah. Okay. I got you.
Thank you.
What do you call it? Have you like, I guess, yeah, you do, Rooster Teeth does do video stuff too.
Yeah,
podcast
Rooster
stuff.
Teeth has a live podcast.
I watched a little of it. And then I watched a video. This is the apex of the research I did where,
Alright.
was it Michael, excuse me, who, drank the thing of barbecue sauce for $100?
Yeah, I did that. Yes,
Define thing of barbecue sauce.
it was a bottle, like a restaurant
Like
size
a
bottle,
like a ketchup.
yeah, kind of like a
bottle.
ketchup bottle, but it was filled with like the red plastic ketchup bottle deal, but it was filled with barbecue sauce.
Right.
That's like half of work. Is like, bet you do that. Pfft, fucking, I'll do it. I'll bet you $50 to do that.
All right.
And then he's like, if you're gonna do that, you better record it.
Yeah, dude. Like with that, not only did we do that, like, because there's Achievement Hunter, which is like the 6 of us, and we all work in this tiny little fucking room, and we do tons of videos, like all the gameplay stuff. We do a bunch of live action bullshit, and then there's Rooster Teeth, which is like Achievement Hunter is a part of, but they do a lot of completely separate things. And it's like we'll be like fucking bust out an iPhone, boop, fucking record it, throw it on the internet.
Bang.
When it comes out to like, Rooster Teeth, which like they have a whole live action department, and like a lot of them who are in charge of that, like were film majors at University of Texas.
Super professional.
Yeah, they're all professional about it and shit. And they're like, oh, let's get the stands, let's get the kinos, and all right, you got the 5D, I got
get-
that, and I'm just
get
like,
the lights.
and I'm just like, guys, can I just drink the fucking barbecue sauce already? Like, I'm just gonna, whatever.
I'm just gonna
and
do
they're
it.
Like, all right, hang on, let me check the balance. Okay, all right, you're good. All right, you're good. Sound check, and there's like a fucking boom microphone. I'm just like, I'm literally drinking a bottle of hot sauce, or barbecue sauce. This seems
It's not a fucking
not to
documentary.
mention, I think I said it in the video, but the idea came from, I went out to dinner with, or we were at lunch, sorry, with our boss and a few of the coworkers, and Gavin came up with the idea at lunch and said, I bet you $100 you can't drink that bottle right there. And I was like, I'll do it, but I'm not going to do it here. So, I got a to-go box, and just to make things simpler, I mean, left a good tip, but it's like, I gotta go find barbecue sauce, get the I just stole the bottle. I took the bottle. I'm like, it's plastic. I put it in the thing, and I'm like, I'll fucking drink this at work. Boom.
That's more distasteful than the Hot Pocket thing.
It's very distasteful. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Those people were like, oh, fuck, what?
Stealing
Fucking
a bottle of barbecue sauce or shitting in a vagina. Yeah, you definitely did the worst thing.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
Yeah,
I'm sorry
God.
if I let my fans down. If I let my mom down. I was just thinking about the money. I'm sorry.
That Eminem song's playing in my head right now. All of them.
Clean out my closet.
Exactly. I didn't mean to make you cry, but tonight I'm shitting in your vagina.
And or stealing barbecue sauce.
That's part. Actually, that was the original ending to 8 Mile. Is instead of the rap battles, they were going to just drink barbecue sauce.
Well, it's called A1 Mile.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
You could do it, Rabbit.
And then Cheddar Bob spills all the barbecue sauce on his pants. Yeah, it's awful.
Brutal scene.
And fucking gun goes off and he shoots the bottle. And they're like, no!
Yeah, there you go.
That's the dark second act.
And then Brittany Murphy fucks a bottle of barbecue sauce. And
Then she strokes out and dies.
Well, she didn't have a stroke, right? Pneumonia. Come on.
It's the same shit.
Oh,
It's
God.
the
more or less.
same shit.
all right, that is my guilty pleasure. I'm just going to admit to everyone, too. Is I
Pneumonias?
love the end of 8 Mile,
okay.
and I will sometimes just watch that on YouTube by itself. I'm like, yeah, Rabbit! I could do that, too! And then I start rhyming, and then people look at you. It's weird.
There's movies like that, which, I mean, 8 Mile is a pretty good movie. I haven't seen it in
I
forever.
like it a
but
lot,
it's a pretty
honestly.
good movie. And there's the moments in that where it's like, the guy's just gonna like fuck over the other guy. And it's like, oh yeah. But there's tons of terrible movies that do the same thing. But I'll watch that scene over and over again. Just because it's like, oh, the protagonist is doing the thing that he said he was gonna do at the beginning of the movie. It's so exciting.
Like Space Jam, when Michael Jordan
Like
stretches
Space
his
Jam.
arm. Yeah.
He stretches his arm. Like
Catches me off guard every
like
time.
that shitty movie Never Back Down about like fucking fighting and shit. And at the end of the movie, he beats Ryan. And it's like, you tell him you beat Ryan and you got the girl. And then at the end of the movie, after that, like it's like later in the week, he sees him at school and the guy's face is all bruised because he kicked him in the face.
Because he didn't back down.
Yeah, because he didn't back down and he won. But there's no more beef because it's like they see each other across the parking lot and they're just like give him like a nod,
Like that head nod
You're
of,
cool,
yes.
bro. Yeah, that head nod is right. You've seen the movie then.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm all about it.
You know.
My 2 favorite movies are Space Jam and Never Back Down. In that order.
Fucking modern day classics.
Well, the true confession, because 8 Mile I think actually is legitimately a good movie.
Yeah.
But is Rocky 3 is one of my favorite movies because even though it's so fucking obvious Rocky's gonna win it, the music and everything when he's fighting Mr.
fool
T
you.
and Mr. T's like, come on, Balboa, I'll kill you and all that shit. And then all Sylvester Stallone doing is, come on, beat me up! Come on, just go for it! Let's go, come on, beat me up! You know, shit. And it's
It's a spot-on impression.
It's like Stallone was here.
he tricks him into like punching really hard and getting tired. It's like the stupidest fucking
Give me a bottle of that barbecue sauce.
Because Rocky's like, we're gonna fight with your brain, not with your fists.
exactly
He's a
it.
thinker.
He's like in that episode of DuckTales.
Using
all
the
of a
old
sudden. He's
noggin.
like, I'll outsmart him. You ain't so bad. You ain't so bad. You must be crazy. I can do that whole scene. I love it. But, so that's the thing I'll never live down is I have a soft spot for the Rocky movies. But except 5, that was crazy. But I've never seen Space Jam. Sadly,
Oh, you're missing out.
Oh, you gotta see Space Jam.
you've seen Space Jam?
Of course I've seen Space Jam. I'm alive.
It's the highest grossing sports movie of all time.
It's true.
Yeah, it's the best sports movie you'll ever see.
Yeah.
Well, that may not be true.
No, that's
but,
100% accurate.
yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Rudy.
I feel bad like making my father take me to that movie. Like thinking about it, like I was probably like 9 or 10 when that came out. And I'm like, it's got Bugs Bunny in it. I don't know who all these other people are. They're really tall and they're throwing basketballs. But Bugs Bunny's in it. Let's go. And I remember my father being like, all right, let's go. And like at the time I was like, yeah. And now I'm like, I am so sorry.
I bet your father really liked it.
I apologize. I don't think he did. I'll be honest.
No.
He was just like, just fucking people and cartoons? Shit doesn't make sense. It's crazy.
The worst was, so my older brother is 13 years older than I am. So he would do a lot of like shit like bring me to movies and stuff when I was younger. And when I was really little, like 5 or 6, I made him take me go see like a Care Bears movie. Which, like, for your little brother, it's like, I can understand now, it's like the worst thing for your little brother to ask you to do.
This was actually a couple weeks ago.
Well, you
last
ruined the
week.
joke. Because, no, he got his revenge because he was the best man at my wedding. And then in front of, like, my whole fucking family and friends and my in-laws, he's like, and then he made me take him to see Care Bears. And I'm like, oh, what are my fucking coworkers gonna think? Shit, like, he fucking held on to that for like 30 years.
Fucker.
My boss, I'll never be able to wave my finger at him again. All that respect.
I know. Then I got fired. She left me in the reception. I had never told her that. And then he closed it out with, and but it was his 18th birthday, and I really couldn't upset him. But asshole. I fucking hate my family.
Congratulations on the wedding. We're gonna have to let you go.
Oh god. But yeah, movies are great. Hey, speaking of movies, how about video games?
Video games are
good
fun too. PS4, right?
What are y'all playing?
Since the PlayStation 4 just came out, I've been playing that
Resogun, I think it's called.
Resogun is like one of the free games. PlayStation 4 does not have a lot of titles out.
I've heard that.
Yeah. The Resogun is like it plays exactly like Defender, but they kind of, I guess, I don't know, brought it to like 2013. The gameplay is almost identical, but it's a lot of fun, and it's free if you have like PlayStation Plus, I think.
Which you get free for a month.
Yeah, when you buy the system, you
console.
get PlayStation Plus for a month.
Okay.
So downloaded a lot of stuff. My boss Jeff played Killzone for like 2 hours.
Few
Few hours. He was not a fan.
Not a fan.
He literally just stopped playing at like chapter, like
that game
level
did
3.
not get good reviews. And
No.
it kind of lived up to it.
And then we also got Knack in the office, which is like that platformer looking game, QT platformer game, and nobody's played that yet.
Mm-hmm.
But most of today was just downloading and installing. It was all loading bars.
Yeah.
That's pretty much summed up today.
Yeah, I did the intro in Killzone, or Killzone. I haven't fired a gun yet. That's how far I've gotten. I've watched a couple close family members die. I've gone through some things, and I watched a bunch of cutscenes, and I finally got to the point where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna play, and then it just sat there for like 2 hours. My guy just holding a knife.
The consensus of Killzone is, well, it looks pretty, but why would you play it?
It looks beautiful.
Yeah, it does look like a next gen game, but it's like, well, I mean,
Not great.
it's a
just
first
not
person
great
shooter.
game.
Yeah. Especially when you have like stuff like Battlefield 4 and Call of Duty on there, which are more established. It's like, well, why am I going to play Killzone?
Did you see the tweet that Microsoft put out?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I fucking laughed at that this morning.
It was pretty funny.
It was funny. Like,
What was it?
It was like a meme kind of thing, but it was like what did it say?
Congratulations, Sony, on your launch, or something
Yeah.
like that.
yeah, it was just like a green background, I think, and
Yeah.
I don't know if they put the Xbox.
Yeah, they
logo
put the
in there.
Xbox
They put
logo at the bottom,
logo in there, and they were like, congratulations for your launch, and then they tweeted it, and it was like to Sony from Xbox or some shit like
Yeah.
that, and it was just like, I don't know, it seemed so weird and just out of place to
Yeah.
me. Like I saw it this morning, like. Really? Like, who's gonna be like, hey, good job, like good sportsmanship.
Yeah, like that's like Sega wouldn't do that to Nintendo like back in the day.
it's just weird.
Sega would be like, "Fuck you, Nintendo, you suck."
Yeah, like I looked at it, I saw it this morning. I saw somebody I follow retweeted it, and I just started laughing. And I didn't know like whether it was supposed to be funny or not. And
Right.
I don't know, just like all day we were making fun, we were joking about it in the office because everybody saw it, and like we'd be talking, be like, whatever. Hey, but seriously, good job on the launch. Good job.
Yeah.
Like I just kept like patting people on the back. Like it's just like I don't know. It's the most like fake niceness or just like, hey, good job.
It puts Sony
Good
in that
job.
weird spot now. Like when Xbox launches on Friday, it's like, do we have to put out a message? Should we congratulate them? We have our own issues to worry about.
I was thinking about that, like, there's the whole fan base, Xbox versus
Yeah,
Sony
the
thing,
fanboys, which is
like,
great, by the way.
I
We love
fucking
it.
hate you.
Yeah, absolutely.
But even still, while I'm sure the majority of the companies are just like, we do our thing and they do their thing, I'm assuming there's some sort of like crossover at like, because there's so many gaming conventions and events and
Yeah.
reveals where every company is there. I was like, when I saw that tweet, I was like, I wonder if like Steve from Sony's like, that's fucking Ben. I know it is. That motherfucker. I knew he was going to do this. You know what I mean? Like, and then he's just like, oh, dude.
It's like, I can't believe he did it.
Yeah. He's like, motherfucker.
I like to think it started like a really weird marketing thing where like they're hoping people in the store would be like, I want to go with Xbox because they were the bigger man about it.
I mean, you might not be wrong. Like any edge they can get. It's like,
That's
oh,
true.
they were civil. I'll buy their $500
Who had
system.
the best congratulatory tweet?
Oh wow, Sony didn't even make one. That's pretty mean.
Sony mocked them with a sketch, but Microsoft just stood above that and
Didn't
congratulated
say
them.
anything to Nintendo when the Wii U came out.
I hope your console does as well as ours.
That would be great if Nintendo had this hastily drawn MS Paint. Like, yeah, congrats, Sony.
They fucking made it in Mario Paint. And
Yeah.
took a picture of it.
Go Sony backwards N.
hang on, I'm gonna slap some flies. I love
Yeah.
this game.
The dog barks to the music.
So was I the only one that would go into the music player and just be like, wah, 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 wah.
Just the
How
dog
do
for
I
4
make
minutes.
music here? I don't get it.
It made the Super Nintendo mouse just worth it, though.
Yeah, it really did.
I wish you could use that mouse like today. Like it was a USB mouse.
Fucking plug that in. Use it with my fucking PS4.
Yeah.
I don't get why they don't fucking bring in more Mario Paint.
Try to Frankenstein some abomination of a console with different parts from other consoles.
Dude, can I use the Super Scope on this?
Oh, Call of Duty sniping mission. Hold on. Let me get 6 AA batteries.
Put on these Virtual Boy goggles here.
NVGs. I got the Virtual Boy.
I wanted to, even when I was younger, like, I want to love the fucking Super Scope. It's a bazooka. And in like 5 minutes, like, I've done damage to my shoulder. I can't hold this fucking thing. What the hell? I'm like looking through a goddamn pinhole thing and no.
Flipping off the console with my Power Glove on.
It's so bad.
It is so bad, though, the Power Glove. Now, see, look, we covered the whole gamut. We went from PS4 all the way back. The Power Pad, did anybody have one of those?
The rock and roller.
Jesus
Oh, I
Christ.
didn't have that.
Yeah, that was like the exercise disc that you
Yeah.
stood on. And it was like the thing where it was like a ball on the bottom, like it like rounded in the bottom half, but then a platform. And it's like, lean to the right to move right. It's like, yeah, I'll just push right on the fucking D-pad. Like, that's crazy.
what
It's
was that?
Nintendo. There's fucking the D-pad, start, select, A and B. Why the fuck am I gonna be standing on something? And with that fucking thing, you still have
had
to
to plug
plug
in
the
your controller.
in to use the A and B. So you're standing on a rocker, just not using your left hand, like, I'll play this game with one hand tied behind my back. Still pushing A and B with the controller.
Sounds like more exercise than Wii Fit, even.
Yeah, right?
It was it was in the same AVGN episode where it's like literally like a piece of plastic and you put your controller in and it's like so you can lay it flat on like a table and push the buttons faster.
Oh yeah. I remember that. It was a third party accessory that was supposed to help you hit the buttons faster.
Instead of buying like a turbo controller, it's like,
Right.
oh man, I got this piece of plastic.
And it was literally just like a flat piece of plastic you put down and snap your controller into it. And it's like, now you can hit the buttons twice as fast with this plastic.
It's like that was made for the system and then also like the Miracle Piano. Like that was their spectrum of accessories. It's like, well, you got this fucking exercise ball or a fucking piano.
And Rob the robot.
And yeah, or Rob.
Robbo, what's it?
It was Rob the Robot.
Okay.
It was Rob, our robotic operating buddy.
Best Smash Brothers character.
Or robot operating buddy,
Dude,
I forget. what it
fucking with a library of over 3 games.
was. Gyromite, Stack Up, and there was one more I don't remember. But I had that.
The
when I was a
rare
kid.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then I figured out, too, it was just like a thing that fit on the second controller. And I'm like, well, I could just press the buttons. Because, like, Rob was so fucking slow.
God damn, dude.
But the best was Stack Up, the second game they had, where you had to stack the blocks in a certain color. In real life, I mean, use the robot.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Is that sarcasm? I can't tell. Are you like, all right.
The Nintendo had no fucking way of knowing, though, if you stacked the blocks. So it was on the honor system. Like, when you were done with the level, you had to press start to go to the next level. So, of course, like, I cheated and skipped 50
Slowbeef,
levels. I just
no.
pressed start. I mean, how could you not? But
You didn't want to stack those boxes?
You're letting Nintendo down. They trusted you.
You're supposed to stack the boxes, not the odds, man. Come on. This shit ain't fair.
I've done trying to figure this out.
I also don't know anyone, and I knew like 2-3 people that owned it, anyone that ran on the fucking trackpad. They just got on their knees.
They got on their knees and
slapped
smacked it with their hands, yeah.
Oh, or, if you do the triple jump, you jump twice and then you jump off the pad and your guy just goes flying.
I've never seen that.
I've never seen that.
Oh, yeah, they programmed it right for the long jump. They figured, okay, we got you, but I guess they forgot on the triple jump. So you jump off the third jump and the guy just keeps going up. Like the numbers just keep going. It's awesome. It was like, I'm a hacker now.
Have they have they patched that yet, or is that? Can you still do that?
Now it just crashes the game. It deletes your save and your progress is all gone.
They fucking put it in a ceiling.
Yeah. You're in a dome now.
That's how they fixed it, exactly.
Launch title.
Launch title, absolutely.
Dude, let's see. I mean, come on, Nintendo. It's like every year they seem like they're falling further and further behind. Like, I know they kind of have their own niche market outside of, PlayStation and Sony, but I think really like a reboot of track and field would really put them back on the map. Like maybe get a new trackpad, like a digital trackpad.
Yeah.
Actually, well, they do have, Konami has International Track and Field, which is a relatively recent game, where you could play as, like, Pyramid Head. I'm not fucking with
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's like their version of Smash Brothers, more or less. They have all Konami. It only came out in Japan. But you could, they see, like, a little, cutesy Pyramid Head, like, sweating as he's running down the track.
You have these cool Konami characters, and it's a fucking track and field game.
Yeah, exactly.
Not even like a kart racer or anything.
It's like fucking
Konami carts. How are they not making that?
Is Snake in that? I mean, I would imagine. Why would you not use him? Is he like crawling under the fucking long jump or like the hurdles?
100-meter crawl.
You see everyone takes off in the race and there's just a box moving down the fucking field.
Surely the co-op guy is in it.
Well, the problem is, too, it's Japanese, so it's all those Konami games, like, they don't want to tell you about, like, a Yuki from the dating sim is doing shot put.
Sold.
And shit like that. Here we go, yeah.
It's Steve from Fucktown. You guys remember him? Yeah, he's in this game.
Double sold.
It's, Sparkster from Rocket Knight Adventures. Yep, Solid Snake. Pyramid Head. Oh, here we go. Evil Rose from Rumble Roses.
Oh, nice.
I forgot that game existed.
I'm sorry to have reminded you. And, Power Pro Kun from the Jikyo Powerful Pro Yaku series.
Yes!
Oh,
Dude, my favorite character.
Of course, right.
Finally, he's in
He
something.
never gets enough love, really.
I know, Power Pro Kun. It's my favorite.
And they're all running track.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Wait, I'm sorry, though. These characters that I just mentioned, I think there is no citation on Wikipedia.
Oh, shit. So we don't know.
Making shit
So
up.
it's from a fan fiction site.
Then they all hit the showers afterwards.
You know what I don't understand about this new International Track and Field? How can there be 11 citations for it? Somehow there is. One of them is Konami Gamers Night 2008.
Somebody's getting it out there.
Absolutely. I think Konami Gamers Night is probably something where it's like, it sounds like a singles night or something, a cruise.
It's like employees of Konami. It's just like, guys,
Guys, it's game night.
we make games a lot. We don't have time for a social life.
It's a mixer. Don't bring your camera, wink.
Christ.
I designed Pyramid Head. Don't look at me like that.
Yeah, I drew the sweat beads. That was all me.
You know the scene of Pyramid Head fucking that nurse? That was my idea.
You know the little beads in every Konami game that would make up legs, like little spheres connected? I did that.
Meet and fuck franchises.
There you go. Oh, goodness.
God.
Well, I hate to say it, but it has been an hour.
Time has flown.
Time has flown.
I know, it really has. Thank you guys so much for coming on and
Thank
doing
you.
this.
Thanks for
inviting
having
us.
us.
No, not at
It's
all.
very
please.
surreal still.
Yes, it's exciting. I'll tell my mom about it, and she'll be like, "Who the fuck is that?" And I'll be like,
Yeah.
"Don't worry
Shut
about
up, Mom.
Yeah.
You don't know
it." You
anything.
don't know anything. You never were interested in my hobbies.
Well, I'm gonna go upstairs. My wife's gonna be like, "Who are you talking to?" I'm gonna be like, Roosterteeth. You guys from it,
Right, and
You
she's
know.
gonna be like, "Is that a dental practice?" As everyone in the world
Yeah.
says.
Well, I mean, the company kind of did that to itself.
Yeah, well, they shot themselves in the foot with that one. Didn't want to go with the public name of Cockbite. I
Yeah.
guess.
Right. Well, that's odd, honestly. Cause,
Well, that would offend people.
Yeah,
If there's anything
make
we know
something
is
up.
everybody likes to be offended at something.
Right. I understand. Oh yeah. No,
Yeah,
definitely.
and this podcast will offend plenty.
Good.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think we covered a lot of isms there.
Right.
So, is there anything before we go you want to give a shout out to? Anything like that?
Plugs.
Shout out to me, I guess.
Okay.
I'm pretty pleased with myself
Yeah.
at this point.
I've made it.
Ray, you've done it,
yeah.
right? We're on the Retsutalk podcast.
Am I the first Puerto Rican on this podcast? Correct answer is yes, I am.
Yes.
Making
yes,
Puerto
you
Ricans
are.
look good
There
everywhere.
you go, Ray.
Yeah.
Dude, you can tell your mom about that.
Yeah. Do what I can.
Absolutely. We see we're breaking racial barriers.
It's true.
This podcast is like the United Nations.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're like Jackie
3
Robinson
white guys
in a
and
way.
1 Puerto Rican.
Yeah. How many people in the United Nations? Like 5, 6?
Yeah. There you go. I can tell that blog guy who hates me now, like, look, see, we're diverse.
Yeah.
I think we checked our privilege.
I stomached that guy for over an hour.
70 minutes. I didn't even check that my wallet was still there.
But seriously, you should.
You just knew it was gone.
No, I did check.
Yeah, actually, give it back, please.
Have us on again, and I'll give it back.
Yeah, there you go.
Deal.
Yeah.
Ransom. I like it.
Yeah. It's Puerto Rican way.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. Check out Roosterteeth, if you want. I don't really
Check
give
out
a shit. It
Achievement
doesn't
Hunter.
make me any more money,
Yeah.
so I don't fucking care. Internet box, that's a thing we do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all. I don't
That's
care.
pretty much it. Whatever.
Awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, Mike and Ray from Rooster Teeth. Thank you very
Hey.
much.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you. You guys should come to RTX next year.
I'm down. I'm going to do it.
I'm actually planning on going.
Also, nice.
I'm announcing it. I will apply for a panel even.
Nice. Dude,
So,
I'll put
yeah.
in a good word. Thus, you probably won't get it.
Yeah. I will assist, and then you probably won't even be allowed to come.
Yeah.
Actually, we'll tell you what. Let's just skip the middleman. Just let me talk to that Jeff guy, okay?
All right.
We can
Yeah.
leave you two out.
Yeah, he's got nothing to do with it, but that's fine.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, whatever.
Just get his foot in the door.
Here's what we need to do. We need to get now you on our podcast, right?
Yeah.
Oh!
Do a little crossover, like a doubly deuce.
It's like sub for sub.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Box for box.
Box for
bro.
box.
Let's go box for box on the
Podcast for
on
podcast.
iTunes.
I was strictly against it until you mentioned the sub for sub thing.
All right, sweet.
Then you've melted my icy heart. I'll do it, absolutely.
Yeah, mail me your bucket of shit and I'm in.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, absolutely. We're down for that. Please. Please, God, let us
That's all we want
let us mention our channel.
This Retsutalk was a desperate cry for help.
It'll barely be a plug. They can't spell retsupurae. Come on,
a
it's
problem,
crazy
man.
town. Remember, A before E when you mock the LP. All right.
That's a good motto.
That's good.
I came up with it yesterday.
That's good.
All right. All right. Thank you guys very much again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. See you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.